week on Greyhound View, we review the finals of the hegarty Opticians 525 from Newbridge and the Red Milk Racer Champion Unraced Stake from Kilkenny. We head to Dundalk for a chat with trainer Larry Dunn, and then on to Limerick for all the action from the final of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger. But first, it's Shelbourne Park. We witnessed some great racing at Shelbourne Park last week, starting with the semi-finals of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks on Thursday night, which comes to its conclusion on Saturday the 14th. Michael Fortune takes up the commentary.
The fifth race, the first semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. In 1, Alison's Pet, 2, Altes Absolute, 3, Uptown Cash, 4, Mutola, 5, Droopy's Virginia, and 6, Mount Taylor Dolly. The hare now behind traps. Underway in this first semi-final, number 3, Uptown Cash, showing good early. Number 4, Mutola, going up well, and on the inside, number 2, Altes Favourite. Absolute, putting in a big run, takes it over at the corner. It's number 2, Altes Absolute. Here's number 5 on the outside, Droopy's Virginia, moving fast on the outside, but still number 2, Altes Absolute, holds the advantage into the third bend, where 5 on the outside, a favourite, gets to the front and goes on, but Altes Absolute battling back. It's neck and neck. Number 5 now, Droopy's Virginia, by about a neck, turning for home. On the inside, number 2, Altes Absolute, coming to the line. The favourite just about to take it. It's mighty close, but the favourite, Droopy's Virginia, looks to have won it for Sean Dunphy from number 2, Altes Absolute, and possibly number 4, Mutola, the time 28.99. And the result of the first semi-final, the winner number 5, Droopy's Virginia, owned by Sean Dunphy, second number 2, Altes Absolute, and third number 4, Mutola, the time 28.99. Now here, what a battle it was. Altes Absolute had led to this point. Now 5, Droopy's Virginia just begins to forge on, but Altes Absolute battles back on the inside. Number 4, Mutola, just getting into it now, and really it was a ding-dong battle right to the line. Number 3, Uptown Cash also ran on well, turning for home. Droopy's Virginia just in front, but Altes Absolute battling away on the inside. They're neck and neck coming up the straight. Number 5, Droopy's Virginia on the far side, 2, Altes Absolute, and just in behind Mutola. Great finish. The second semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. In 1, Clonakilty Ann, 2, Friedel Save, trap 3, Vacant. In 4, Princess Cora, 5, Barbecue, and 6, Spellbound, the hot favourite. The hare coming up behind traps. And they're away in the second semi-final, and Spellbound is off to a flyer. The hot favourite, she's going to do a run now. She leads to the corner. Barbecue running very wide in second. Number 5. And number 2, Friedel Save, now getting up to second place, but it's Spellbound. Number 6. 4, 5 clear down the back straight. Number 2, Friedel Save, putting in a big run in second, but making little impact on the leader, Spellbound. Number 5, Barbecue, back in third, and then number 4, Princess Cora. But on the final bend, it's Spellbound, out clear, runs very wide off the last bend, but still clear from 2, Friedel Save, who runs a big race in second, and 5, Barbecue third. But Spellbound has put in another big run here, in a big time too, of 28.53. The result of the second semi-final, the winner number 6, Spellbound, owned by Michael Carney and Larry O'Rourke, second number 2, Friedel Save, and third number 5, Barbecue, the time 28.53. The final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks will be run on Saturday night, and Spellbound will be obviously a hot favourite, having drawn trap 6, that brilliant 28.53 run in the semi-final. The trap draw for the final: in 1, Mutola, 2 was Friedel Save, 3, Altes Absolute, in 4, Barbecue, 5, Droopy's Virginia, and 6, Spellbound.
And now on to last Saturday night's feature race, which was the Ted Hegarty Open 550. Ian Fortune takes us through the lineup.
One confident choice, trained by Paul Hennessy for Elizabeth Bodie in Limerick, a son of Split the Bill and Lovely Disc. He possesses fine pace throughout, an inside seat for the first time in quite a while. How will it affect the race? In 2 is Born a Pilot. He won the Tig Hegarty Open 550 here a fortnight ago. Can he win the Ted Hegarty Open 550? A powerful son of Top Honcho and Born a Best, owned and trained by Rory Dwan, one of the fastest ever to race down the back straight here at Shelbourne Park. In 3, Business Success, trained by Johnny Donoghue for the Joint Look Syndicate in Wexford, a son of Glideaway Flash and Anamore Chick. He's won 11 of his 36, returning from layoff and a need to do everything right. In 4, the Brilliant Climate Control, trained by Seamus Graham for Kevin Smith and Aidan O'Regan in Dublin, a son of Lark Joe and Ballinclare Star. He's the hot favourite. He flies to the corner. He has brilliant pace, and he certainly is the one to beat. In 5, Cancel O'Key, trained by Stephen Burke for Philip Heffernan and Tipperary, the son of Rowan O'Key and Lisnack Barbie. Tends to run wide throughout, would prefer a little further, but he's such a powerful galloper, you couldn't rule him out. And in 6, the hugely fast Diego Glory, trained by Tommy Fagan for Jerry Richardson and Martin Richardson in Dublin, a son of Spiral Nikita and Chiquitita, absolutely drawn to perfection. He has brilliant pace and another with claims. The hare now running for the Ted Hegarty Open 550. The break should be all important. and they're away well, but Climate Control leads from number 3, Business Success, on the inside number 1, Confident Choice. Back and forth is Born a Pilot, but out front it's Climate Control, a couple of lengths clear of number 3, Business Success in second. Born a Pilot in a good position in third spot, but out front it's still number 4, Climate Control. Here comes number 2, Born a Pilot, with a huge run into the third corner. It's Climate Control. Here comes Born a Pilot in third, Business Success around the final corner. Climate Control, Born a Pilot, Business Success around the final corner. Climate Control leads. Here comes Born a Pilot coming up to the line. Climate Control gets there. What a race. Climate Control led from the early stages, very close for second. Business Success coming home like a train, as was number 2, Born a Pilot. 30:11 the winning time, but a very decent greyhound, Climate Control. And the result of the Ted Hegarty Open 550, Climate Control making every yard to beat number 3, Business Success in third. Born a Pilot, 30:11 the winning time. Well, this one really won at the boxes as Climate Control came away running. Look at the early pace he shows. He opens up a good 2 to 3 length advantage over number 3, Business Success, to the corner. Down the far side, Born a Pilot showed all his brilliant pace, and coming up the home straight, Climate Control hanging on. Business Success ran a brilliant race, finishing like a train to grab second from Born a Pilot. 3/4 of a length in the end, and a short head back to Born a Pilot.
He's a first-class dog, and I suppose last week we thought he was slightly, or last fortnight, we thought he was slightly unlucky, and he didn't get a run at the race. Today he did, and you know, we were delighted with him, really.
Well, Kevin, did you get involved in the market? He was a bit short on the night.
Short for me, Michael. Haven't got that sort of money. I think Teddy Hegarty may have been very cleverly anticipating a win for him. So Ted was our sponsor, all very appreciative. But the dog won, and that's all we wanted. We'll get a bet maybe some other night.
The final of the Canty Opticians 575 took place at Newbridge last Friday night, with a prize of €5,000 plus trophy to the winner. Michael takes up the commentary.
In trap 1 is Miss Kilmoney, 2 Count the Cost, 3 Awesome Impact, 4 Top Doctor, 5 Early Lark, and 6 Alternate Signal. Number 3 Awesome Impact, the track record holder, the favourite here as the hare comes up behind the traps. And away they go. Very level start. Number 1 out well, that's Miss Kilmoney leading up, showing very good early pace. 5 Early Lark in second. 3 Awesome Impact has a lot to do right at the tail of the field, but suddenly trouble on the bend. He's into third place. Miss Kilmoney, number 1, leads down the back from 2 Count the Cost. Now 3 Awesome Impact, showing awesome pace as it comes into the third bend to challenge, but 1 Miss Kilmoney still in front. 2 Count the Cost challenging on the third bend. Number 3 Awesome Impact waiting to pounce in between dogs onto the final bend. It's number 2 Count the Cost. Here's number 3 Awesome Impact with his big power finish, and he stretches clear to the line. Number 3 Awesome Impact winning impressively. And the result of the Canty Opticians 575, the winner number 3 Awesome Impact, the 6-4 joint favourite. Second number 2 Count the Cost, and third number 5 Early Lark, the other 6-4 joint favourite. The time 31:74. So a fine performance there from Awesome Impact in winning it, and trainer Reggie Roberts explaining not always the best out of traps.
That's his style of running, I'm afraid. He's slow away, but he can really finish really well. Yeah, he ran a terrific race tonight. Once I saw him enter the back straight third, I knew he had a great chance then. And he's a very fast little dog.
Reggie, he set the record here in the second round.
He did, yeah. I'm very pleased. I have 2 track record holders here from Newbridge, and they sleep together in the one kennel. And they're 2 lovely greyhounds, Simply Vintage and Awesome Impact.
I actually bought him, or I picked him out before he was even whelped. I saw his mother and I said, gee, I'd like a pup out of her, and she was mated to Jamela Prince, and when they were 12 weeks old I went and picked him out as a pup, and then Reggie kindly enough agreed to train him for me, and I just felt there was something lucky about the dog always, and I'm thrilled with him. I love him.
The Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced Stake came to its conclusion last Sunday evening at Kilkenny, carrying a prize of €7,500 and beautiful cup to the winner. Let's take a look at the lineup.
In trap 1 we have Mustang Hero, trained by Stephen Burke for his mother Anne. This one is son of Smooth Rumble and Pony Nikita, a half-brother to the Great Derby winner Cool Performance. Number 2 Glasha Prince, owned by Rita O'Loughlin, trained by Paul Hennessy, a son of Smooth Rumble and Clune de Coon, one of the outsiders in the field. Number 3 is Lemon Jaguar, owned by Anne Dowling and trained by Mort Lahey, a son of Smooth Rumble and Lemon Jackson. Number 4, from the famed Dalton Kennels in Golden, we have Polar Breeze, a son of Concord Direct and Hidden Breeze, a very pacey performer. Number 5, one of the big fancies, Lexington Avenue, owned by Martin Lennon, a son of Top Honcho and Little Miss Echo. And in the outside we have Moyney's Cash, owned by Conor Sullivan, trained by Martin Cuddy. This one the likely favourite, a son of Joanstown Cash and Glanamoon. They're all in for the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced Stake final. The favourite here runs from 6, that's Moyney's Cash. Will he get the run on the outside as the hare now comes around the final bends up behind traps? A prize of €7,500 awaiting the winner. They're away, and it's number 4, Polar Breeze, a surprise leader going to the corner with number 1 on the inside, Mustang Hero. Moyney's Cash on the outside. Oh, a bumping match there. Number 3 very badly bucked, Lemon Jaguar, and number 4, and suddenly it's Moyney's Cash with a lead of a couple of lengths into the back. From 2, Glacier Prince in second, number 1 Mustang Hero is third, but into the third bend with number 5 now Lexington Avenue getting into it, but it's 6, Moyney's Cash out front, a lead of 2.5 lengths from Glacier Prince in second. Glacier trying to close, but he's not going to catch Moyney's Cash now. Coming to the line, Moyney's Cash takes it, the €7,500 prize. And the winner of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced Stake for 2003, number 6, Moyney's Cash, owned by Conor Sullivan. Second, number 2, Glacier Prince. And third, number 1, Mustang Hero, the time 29:27. Well, the vital stage in this race was the early run, particularly the first bend. We see now number 4, Polar Breeze leading up, 5, 1 and 6, challenging into the corner with number 3 in behind. Suddenly a pile up here, and now number 6, Moyney's Cash, away to victory.
He's one of the best I've seen now, for a long time. Bought him after the second round. First time I saw him run, I said he looked a classy proposition.
In part 2, we talk to trainer Larry Dunn, plus we head to Limerick for the final of the Irish St Leger. Dundalk trainer Larry Dunn first became interested in greyhounds through his veterinary surgeon father Jerry, who also trained a couple of dogs. But as Larry entered his late teens, his interest in the dogs was put on hold, until one night in 1997, after a day at the horse show, when he decided to head on to Shelbourne Park.
The atmosphere on a Saturday night when it was electric, and I was immediately drawn to it. And from that, I went away and I bought a bitch called Roving Mindy through a friend of mine, Dennis Carlin, in County Limerick. And we had limited success with her, and she got injured then, and we bred some pups out of her, and Dennis had a good dog called Jet Spray out of her. And then I bred her myself to Staples Show, and I finished her with a good dog called Benny the Drill. And he's had a few niggles and a few little bits and pieces around him. But we think he'll work out okay as well. We think he'll be a major player later on in the year. I fell in with Ollie Bray, and Ollie probably keeps a half a dozen dogs for me. And probably the best of them is Axel Grease. We had great success with her. She got to the finals of about 4 different oaks. We look forward very much to breeding her when she finished her career. And I had a facility here to do maybe 2 or 3 dogs, and I just like to have a couple for an interest. Paul Ronan then came to give me a hand about 18 months ago, and I said then I'd build another few kennels, and that we'd maybe do a half a dozen ourselves, and we'd really have a go at doing them right. So basically we started from there. And around April last year we bought Moby. Moby won the Easter Cup in Shelbourne Park. He won the Toad Gold Cup consolation final. It's been a smashing servant for us. And we really fancied him in the Champion Stakes last year, only I forgot the card on the way up the road. And I kicked myself on the way home for that. But he kind of went off for the Derby. He sprained the hock. And we got the hock sorted out okay, but we lost 3 vital weeks. And he ran a couple of rounds at the Derby, but he wasn't right. And in the Diamond Stakes in the final, he did a pectinase muscle high up. And it took really 3 months to sort that out. But it probably was a blessing in disguise for him, because he got a good rest and he came back 100% perfect for it. And he's ran really, really well this year for us. Another dog we have here is Snowy Joey. Snowy won the Champion Stakes in Lifford. He's a dog that we bred ourselves by Staples Show out of a bitch that a guy called Pat Gaffney in Waterford bought from me called Cozy Feet. And he's a really good early paced dog. And Cozy Feet's mother, we think that she's in pup to Smooth Rumble. And I think they'll be something really, really to look forward. I think they could be really, really special. I think Cozy Feet's going to make an outstanding great bitch. Detail Davies, another dog we have. He's a little brother of Snowy Joey. And he's a really, really fast dog. There's a lot of people think he's a bit of a thief, but to be honest, he's a very, very fast dog. On honest night, he's as fast as anything that we have. He's a really, really good dog. He bet Serene Rumble in Shelbourne Park. He's the only dog to beat Serene Rumble in I think about 7.5 months. And we look forward to him running well for the rest of the year.
But into the third corner, it's still Dita Davy, a length clear of number 4, Serene Rumble, who now puts it up to into the third corner, but forced to check at this point. It's still number 2, Dita Davy. Could there be a shock in the cards? He leads by 2.5 lengths into the home straight. It's number 2, Dita Davy. He's not going to be caught at this stage. Serene Rumble running well after a return from layoff, but number 2, Dita Davy, an impressive winner.
We have a rearing facility up the road from here, and at the minute I have 4 dogs in it. 2 by Joanne's Town Cash. I had a roving Mindy, who would be Benny the Drill's mother, and 2 by Billionaire, my own stud dog, out of Cozy Feet. They'd be half brothers of Snowy and Dita Davy. And I really look forward for them coming on. They'll be 12 months next month, and I'm looking forward to getting them started, getting something done with them.
Larry also has big plans for those of his dogs which are already on the track.
I'd like to see Axel Grease win an Oaks for Ollie Brea. I think she's a real good bitch and probably deserves to win something very big. Like to win the Derby with Moby. Be second with Dita Davy and third with Snowy Joey.
Along with his training success, Larry is also well known for his punting skills.
Odds on, luck on. But there's other lads that tell you odds on, get on. But well, I suppose my father liked to bet. I suppose black cat, black kitten. It's great to be able to get one of your own and get them right and have a real good bet in them. For me, that's the buzz. It's lovely to win things. It's lovely to win Easter Cups, and it's lovely to win Champion Stakes, and it's lovely to win all these big things. But I'd far rather win the last race on a Saturday night in Shelbourne Park with my money down than to be second in any derby.
Limerick Stadium was packed to capacity on Sunday night for the final of the Red Mills Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger, the first classic of 2003, with a prize of €35,000 and silver trophy to the winner. The night started early in the hospitality tent, where the food, like the racing, was top class and plentiful. All age groups turned out for this festive occasion, which included the first hurdle race to run at this track in 20 years.
Off the final corner, Strong Fantasy. Chrissy's Tigers also pressing over the last, so 2 wide. Rebel Quest, but it's Strong Fantasy that wins.
We now join Mal for the lineup of the Irish St Leger.
In one is the first of the 2 Paul Hennessy runners, Ballscatten Boy. He's well fancied. Paul Hennessy, of course, himself won it here last year with Larking About. This one is a son of Droopy's Finton and March Melody. It's owned in Dublin by Seamus Murphy. 2 Maryville Rumble is an absentee, which leads us on now to 3 Nikita Billy, renowned for his finishing stamina and has recorded an amazing 28:31 at Limerick in the past. Owned by Jack Walsh and trained by Mossy O'Connor, Nikita Billy is a son of Split the Bill and Nikita Doll. Winner of the 2003 Red Mills Kennedy Cup here in Limerick is Nod Mac. This one is jointly owned in County Tyrone by Liam Donnelly and NJ Campbell. It's trained by Paul Hennessy. A son of Staples Joe and Lemon Mustang, it won its semi-final last weekend in 29.66. Land of Song is owned and trained in County Tipperary by Pat Dalton, a likely outsider. Land of Song is a son of Head Honcho and Wise Flower. And so on to the oldest dog in tonight's final. It's Mount Leader Rolf, track record holder here for 550 yards, owned and trained in County Cork by Donny O'Mahony. Mount Leader Rolf is a son of Smooth Rumble and Mount Leader Diva, winner of its semi-final in 29.91. They reckon it's between 1, 4 and 6. Here arrives a Traps and they're off and racing on a massive roar. Down the centre they go. Mount Leader Rolf is well out, and it's Mount Leader Rolf that leads from Nod Mac, the favourite. On they go to the second bend, and Mount Leader Rolf showing in front from Nod Mac. Nikita Billy takes up third, but the track record holder here in Limerick, Mount Leader Rolf, is out in front. Closing is Nod Mac, but so too Nikita Billy. They swing the final turn. It's desperately close. Mount Leader Rolf up towards the line. Mount Leader Rolf wins it from Nikita Billy. The results of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger final of 2003. A win for Mount Leader Rolf, second Nikita Billy, and third Nod Mac. The winning time 30:01. Donny O'Mahony, the suspense must have been killing there.
As the race went, it was so exciting, I couldn't get tensed. I was watching Nod Mac, thinking that he was the dog. And just at the third bend, I said, I have the measure of him. But just as I looked back, then I saw 3 motoring, as we say in the Greyhound world. And I just said, will I ever hold on? I don't know, it must be some God or someone looking down me. I'm so thankful.
It was desperately close at the line. Did you believe that Mount Leader Rolf had held on?
I actually cheered, because I thought I saw his head there. But then when I came over, my mood changed. You know, in excitement, I said, he's just held by, thought I saw his head. And then I said, maybe with excitement, I might not. Which was a great race, it was awfully entertaining for everyone. And even if I had been beaten, I was prepared to say, look, I put up a great show. And same to the loser. It's offered to lose by a head. But Mossy had the privilege of beating me in the Kingdom Derby last year when I had broken the record. And he came out in the final and beat me on merit. And I have to say, well done. And I don't think he can begrudge it to me. Neither will I begrudge it to him. It was a wonderful race, very entertaining for everyone. And I only hope I'll sleep soon, or I don't think I'll grow any hair this week. I'm just actually over the moon with delight. I can't believe it.
An amazing ledger for you, track record holder here, and the winner tonight of €35,000. You'll go home to Cork a happy man.
I will. But I just like, at this point of time, when you win, you can be carried away. But I just like to thank, for me, it's like the end of my career in dogs, it's the pinnacle, thank God. I'd like to thank everyone that helped me along the line. I had some wonderful people. I had ups and downs. I enjoyed the game. I love dogs. I bred them, reared them, trained them myself, and live with them. And all I can say is that the pleasure of doing that, I just couldn't describe. But I'm just so thankful to have so much luck on the night. Everyone said we couldn't win over 6. And I kept saying 6 was always a great box. And then I said, I suppose I can undo this. And then I said, maybe I have the dog to do it. But I'm delighted and I'm thankful, and I wish every owner in the final and in the sweep the best of luck. And thanks very much to everyone.
Looking ahead to the fixtures now, and on Thursday it's the semi-final of the Dunne House Champion Unraced Puppy Stake at Shelbourne Park. Then on Friday, Tralee hosts the final of the Lee Strand Charity 550, while at Harold's Cross it's the first round of the Peggy Kelly Sprint and the final of the Track Bookmakers Gimme a Break Stake. Moving on to Saturday, and Shelbourne hosts the final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks, while it's the semi-finals of the Macroom Motors Service Stake at Cork. Next week we look back at those finals from Tralee and Shelbourne Park, plus the semi-finals from Cork.